How zodiac signs hide their fears. Who fears what and why? Every zodiac sign carries a unique set of strengths, weaknesses, and hidden fears that influence how we live, love, and make decisions. These fears often remain unseen, masked by confidence, charm, or routines, yet they quietly shape behavior, relationships, and life choices. Understanding what each sign fears and why can reveal not only their vulnerabilities, but also the path to personal growth and empowerment. Today, we will explore the hidden fears of each zodiac sign, how they manifest, and how recognizing them can transform both emotional and practical aspects of lives. Aries, fearless in appearance, yet deeply afraid of failure or losing control. Aries often mask their fear with bold action, rushing into challenges to prove themselves. They hate feeling powerless, and their assertiveness can sometimes be a shield against vulnerability. In relationships, Aries may push too hard or avoid emotional depth to avoid confronting insecurities. Career-wise, they may take risks impulsively, fearing hesitation might mean missed opportunities. Learning to embrace failure as a step to growth allows Aries to turn fear into courage, balancing boldness with wisdom. Taurus, outwardly steady but secretly fears instability and loss. Taurus fears being uprooted from comfort or security, whether emotional, financial, or material. Their attachment to routines, possessions, and relationships can be a protective mechanism. Taurus hides their fear by appearing calm and reliable, rarely showing anxiety. In love, this fear may lead to clinginess or resistance to change. Financially, they may be overly cautious or reluctant to take calculated risks. By acknowledging the inevitability of change and practicing flexibility, Taurus transforms fear into resilience and adaptability. Gemini, sociable and witty, yet fears isolation and stagnation. Geminis hide their fears of being emotionally trapped or left behind by filling their lives with conversation, activity, and curiosity. This fear manifests as restlessness and a need for constant stimulation. In relationships, they may avoid deep emotional intimacy, masking vulnerability behind humor and charm. Professionally, they might flit between projects to escape boredom or the discomfort of monotony. By cultivating focus and embracing emotional connection, Geminis can convert fear into curiosity and growth rather than avoidance. Cancer, deeply nurturing, yet fears rejection and emotional abandonment. Cancer hides fears behind caring, protective behavior, often placing others' needs above their own. This fear drives their desire for security in relationships and home life. They may cling to partners or family, overprotecting themselves and others to avoid emotional pain. Career-wise, fear of criticism may prevent them from taking bold steps. Recognizes that vulnerability is not weakness allows Cancer to embrace intimacy without fear, strengthening emotional bonds and self-confidence. Leo, charismatic and confident, yet fears being ignored or undervalued. Leo hides fear through performance, pride, and seeking recognition. Their need to shine masks insecurities about acceptance and love. In relationships, Leo may overcompensate with attention seeking or dominance. Financially, they might overspend to maintain status or visibility. By acknowledging that true value comes from self acceptance rather than internal approval, the Leo can turn fear into authentic self expression and leadership. Virgo, analytical and precise, yet fears failure and imperfection. Virgo hides fear behind organization, criticism, and meticulous planning, believing that control shields them from mistakes. They may obsess over details in work or personal life to avoid facing uncertainty. In relationships, fear of imperfection can create unrealistic expectations or excessive worry. Financially, meticulousness may tip into anxiety driving over caution. By embracing imperfection and trusting the process, Virgo transforms fear into practical wisdom and calm, enhancing both relationships and productivity. Libra, graceful and diplomatic, yet fears conflict and rejection. Libra hides fear by seeking harmony, sometimes at the cost of personal desires. They avoid confrontation, fearing it may disrupt relationships or social balance. Professionally, they may avoid assertive choices to maintain peace, potentially missing opportunities. Financially, indecision or over-reliance on others' advice may stem from this fear. By learning to assert themselves and make independent decisions, Libra converts fear into balance and confident action. Scorpio, intense and magnetic, yet fears vulnerability and betrayal. Scorpio hides fear behind control, secrecy, and emotional intensity. Trusting others is difficult, and their desire to protect themselves can appear as possessiveness or suspicion. In relationships, fear may manifest as jealousy or emotional intensity. Professionally, fear of exposure may lead to guarded behavior or reluctance to delegate. Embracing trust and self-awareness allows Scorpio to turn fear into resilience, patience, and transformative power. Sagittarius, adventurous and optimistic, yet fears limitation and confinement. Sagittarius hides fear by seeking freedom, exploration, and destruction. They dread feeling trapped emotionally, physically, or intellectually, which can make commitment and long-term planning challenging. In relationships, fear may show as restlessness or avoidance of serious commitments. Career-wise, fear of monotony drives a desire for constant change or novelty. By embracing responsibility and grounding their freedom, Sagittarius transforms fear into growth and meaningful exploration. Capricorn, disciplined and ambitious, yet fears failure and inadequacy. Capricorn hides fear behind work, achievement, and stoicism, believing success equals security. Emotional vulnerability is often suppressed and they may appear rigid or overly serious. In love, fear of inadequacy can prevent intimacy. Financially, fear can lead to overcautiousness or workaholism. By recognizing that worth is not solely tied to achievement, Capricorn turns fear into structured confidence and lasting fulfillment. Aquarius, independent and innovative, yet fears emotional dependency and loss of autonomy. Aquarius hides fear behind attachment, intellect, and conventionality. In relationships, this may appear as emotional aloofness or avoidance of intimacy. Personally, fear may manifest as rebellion against authority or reluctance to commit to routines. By balancing independence with openness and connection, Aquarius convert fear into authentic self-expression and deeper relationships. Pisces, compassionate and imaginative, yet fears rejection, criticism, and harsh realities. Pisces hide fear behind fantasy, empathy, or avoidance, sometimes retreating from challenges or discomfort. Emotional sensitivity may lead to self-sacrifice or escapism. Professionally, fear can manifest as hesitation or inconsistency. In relationships, fear of rejection may prevent honest communication. By cultivating boundaries, self-awareness, and grounded action, Pisces transforms fear into creativity, compassion, and resilience. Hidden fears are not weaknesses, but signals pointing to areas where growth and self-awareness can thrive. Recognizing these fears allows each sign to act consciously rather than react unconsciously, turning potential obstacles into opportunities for personal development. For Aries, embracing vulnerability balances courage with wisdom. Taurus learns flexibility and trust in change. Gemini connects curiosity with depth. Cancer balances care with self-preservation. Leo finds authentic self-worth beyond external validation. Virgo accepts imperfection as a path to mastery. Libra asserts personal needs while maintaining harmony. Scorpio channels intensity through trust. Sagittarius grounds freedom in responsibility. Capricorn separates self-worth from achievement. Aquarius balances independence with emotional connection. Pisces transforms sensitivity into creativity and resilience. Understanding the hidden fears of your zodiac sign gives insight into recurring patterns in love, career, and personal growth. It illuminates why certain situations feel challenging and highlights strategies for navigating life more consciously. Instead of denying or suppressing fear, acknowledging it provides a roadmap for conscious choices. Each zodiac sign carries both a unique strength and a fear that shapes behavior, offering lessons in self-mastery and growth. By facing these hidden fears, you gain clarity in relationships, make better decisions, and strengthen emotional resilience. Astrology serves as a mirror, reflecting not only personal talents but also areas needed attention and care. It teaches that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the awareness and management of it. Understanding your sign's fear empowers you to navigate life with confidence, emotional balance, and wisdom. When you know what your sign fears, you can anticipate challenges, avoid repeated mistakes, and use this insight to foster health, love, and personal success. Fear becomes a guide rather than a limitation. Awareness transforms insecurity into strength, vulnerability into connection, and hesitation into deliberate action. By embracing the hidden fears of your zodiac, you unlock the full potential of your natural gifts while creating resilience in all areas of life. Ultimately, understanding how your zodiac sign hides fear allows for conscious living, deeper emotional intelligence, and stronger, more meaningful relationships. Each sign carries lessons in courage and self-awareness. Awareness of these fears is the first step toward transforming them into strengths, allowing health, love, and prosperity to flourish. By observing your tendencies, acknowledging insecurities, And consciously addressing fears, you cultivate a life where your strengths shine, your vulnerabilities are managed, and your potential is fully realized. Astrology provides not only insight, but a guide to living intentionally, transforming fear into empowerment, and achieving balance across all areas of life.